guys, I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. So it's not actually Tag Tuesday, but we're gonna pretend like it's Tag Tuesday because I forgot to do a tag video for Tag Tuesday, and then just time got away from me and I got too busy, so now we're gonna do a tag on Wednesday. So it's gonna be Tag Wednesday today. And today I decided I'm gonna do the mid-year book Freakout tag for 2018, just because everyone else is sort of doing it, you know. Thought I'd get it out of the way. I don't think my reading has been as impressive this year as it has been in the past years. Like, I just feel like I just haven't had that much of like a great experience reading this year. I don't know if I'm just not reading the right stuff or what. Like, there's things that I have enjoyed, but nothing that I have just felt like overly invested in, I guess. Like, it's like I read them, I love them, and then I forget about them. I don't know, hopefully that will change in the second half of this year and there will be tons of books that I end up loving. But let's go ahead and get into the tag. So question number one is the best book that you've read so far in 2018. This hands down has to go to Eliza and Her Monsters. I had just kind of picked this up on a whim, just thought it was going to be a cute, fun read. I'll just kind of read through it. This was during my ebook only month, and I sat down at like 10 o'clock at night. Next thing I know, it's 4 a.m. I have done sobbed my eyes out. I just felt so connected to this book, to these characters, to the things going on. Fantastic. I loved it. I totally get the hype around it now. Check it out. It is worth it. Number two is the best sequel that you've read so far in 2018. I'm probably going to go with Beneath the Sugar Sky. I think that's what it's called in the Wayward Children series or whatever. And this one takes place in a world of like cotton candy and just sugar and fun and such. And it is about how a certain character who died in one of the other books, her daughter shows up and is like, we gotta make sure my mom doesn't die, and it's like, you shouldn't even exist, and it's real wonky as always, but it is so far like the best in the series to me. I just loved it. It was about friends going on an adventure to save someone. So number three is a new release you haven't read yet but want to. I am going with Thunderhead. This is the second in the Scythe series or whatever. I actually had done a video based around this where I gleaned my shelves, because it's all about in a world where people can't die unless you're gleaned by a scythe, and it is fantastic. I loved the first one, so I don't know why I put the second one off for so long. I think I'm afraid that it won't live up to my expectations. So, but it has just been chilling on my shelves for the longest time now. Number four is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Honestly, I don't really know. I guess the Throne of Glass book or whatever. I don't really think I've looked that far ahead into new releases. Like, I'm always real excited at the beginning of the year, and they're basically only up until June. And then by June, I just forget because I rarely ever go and get brand new books anymore. So I don't really have fun for this. I guess I'll go with the last Throne of Glass because I'm not sure. Number five is your biggest disappointment for me. This is probably going to be Atheists Who Kneel and Pray. I picked this up thinking it was just going to be so impactful, that it was really going to delve into like an atheist and Christian relationship. It wasn't what this was about at all, and it doesn't even really talk about atheism, except for like it uses it as a term towards like not believing in love anymore, which just no, I didn't enjoy that. And the relationship in this is awful. It's just about a couple who just basically fight all the time. They probably should not be together, and then they just constantly run away from each other, and they just spend like years apart just avoiding each other. It's really freaking weird, okay? And it's not very good. Number six is the biggest surprise. I think the biggest surprise to me was Strange the Dreamer. Even though I had heard a lot of hype around it, when I had started it, I wasn't too sure I was gonna like it. It is very slow paced, and I just had a hard time connecting to the world at first. And then next thing I know, I am so damn invested into that and just these characters, and the writing in it is beautiful, and it was such a fantastic story. I was blown away by the world. Like, Laini Taylor created her own mythology in this, and it was just fantastic. I can't even imagine how hard that is. It was just amazing. Number 7 is your new favorite author, and for this I am probably gonna go with Pierce Brown because I started the Red Rising series thanks to Amanda, and I've really enjoyed it so far. He's like one of the only authors that I follow on social media, and I just love all his stuff on there. I love his dog pics, they're just so cute. Number 8 is your newest fictional crush, and I cannot think of his hickety name, but it is one of the guys from the Motor Crush graphic novel series, and he has like this really hot man bun going on, and I'm not normally one for man buns, but it looks hella hot on him, and he's buff, and he's a biker, and he also cares about our characters, and he is just so kick-ass. He eats a bowl of nails for breakfast. He would definitely get into the, what was the club called? He would definitely get into the salty spittoon. Number 9 is your newest favorite character. For this I'm going with Mustang from the Red Rising series. Mustang is amazing. She is so incredibly smart. She is such a strong female character. She knows what she wants and she goes for it, and she goes the distance. She does all the hard stuff. She doesn't expect anyone to do it for her. She is just amazing. I love her. She's so witty and just sarcastic and just kick-ass, and I don't have enough words to talk about Mustang because I love her so much. Like the moment I met her, they were basically like telling us about the houses, and I was like, she is a kick-ass Ravenclaw, so obviously she my girl. Number 10 is a book that made you cry. For this I'm gonna go with Eliza and Her Monsters again. I think this might be like one of the only books that has really made me cry so far this year, and I mean I just sobbed my eyes out to that book. It was just, it wasn't like it was a sad book, it was just so freaking relatable that I just couldn't help myself. I was sobbing at like the dumbest parts. There is literally a part in that book that word for word like happened to me at some point, and I was just like sobbing my eyes. It wasn't even a sad part, but I was sobbing because it was just like someone had put my soul into this book somehow, and it was just great. Number 11 is a book that made you happy. Meet cute, just because it's stories about people meeting for the first time and like soulmates meeting for the first time, and it was just so freaking cute. What else can I say? But all the stories, I really enjoyed all the stories in it, and they were just so much fun, and it's just like, I love those little stories about how people met, and these ones were such fun ones. Number 12 is your favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. The only one I think I have seen is Love, Simon, but I never read the book. But I really enjoyed the film, so Love, Simon was really good. Number 13 is your favorite video you've done so far this year. I had a lot of fun doing the Gleaning My Shelves one. I also had fun when I did like Dress the Rainbow Lookbook, even though it has nothing to do with books. And I also had a lot of fun. I always have fun doing my shittiest and best reads for the year before, so those tend to be my favorite, and I always enjoy doing my wrap-ups. I don't have like a specific favorite, I guess. Most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. So I got this in a haul recently, as if you guys will notice, and that is this edition of The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales, and this is really nice. I love the color of this. It has like this silver detailing to it, and then the pages are also silver, and then the back also has these fancy details in it, and it's just a really beautiful book, and even the inside is beautiful as well. So I do believe this is the Barnes & Noble edition, and it's really nice, really thick, feels really sturdy. And then number 15 is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? All of them, just all of them. The list is endless. I'm gonna give 3. I definitely want to read Morning Star because that is the 3rd in the Red Rising world, and I really need to get to it.
Another one.
I really want to get around to A Darker Shade of Magic this year, so I'm hoping I can get around to that. And then the last one is I really want to do a reread of Six of Crows. I know that is not even like, it's not even something that should be on my TBR when 10 million other books are on my TBR first, but I just really want to do a reread of Six of Crows, and I have the audiobooks now, so I'm hoping I can listen to them. I hear that it has a full cast of characters. So yeah, that is my, what is this called? Mid-year book freakout tag thingy. Yeah, here's like what's happening halfway What am I saying? Hope you guys have liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see future Tag Tuesday videos from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.